And hi again everybody out there, Mark Mannering from Class Training with another 3 tips in 3 minutes. 3 minutes more or less. Now you can see by the slide there, and due to popular demand and requests, I'm going to look at animating dot points in PowerPoint. And my first big tip is to just say, yes, I think you should. I think you should animate your dot points. So for example, if I bring the second slide up, just like that, instead of the 4 slides coming up, the 4 points coming up in one go, I want to build those up one by one and show them or make them appear one by one as I talk about them on this particular slide, and also on all the slides. So that's the first big tip, is yes, you should be animating your dot points one at a time. Now the second big tip is that whatever a special effect you apply to your dot points, you should use the same consistent special effect. Don't have different special effects animating your dot points, flying in from the left, then flying in from the right, and fading in, whatever it might be. So we want to apply the same effect to all of the dot points across all of the slides. Now to do that, we go instead to the slide master. We don't work with each particular individual slide. We go View and Slide Master. And now we're into the back end, or slide master as they call it, and I can click the placeholder for the first level dot point that I've got, where it says edit master, text styles, whatever, and that allows me to select all of those top level dot points on every slide. And now while I'm in this slide master, I'm actually also showing what they call the animation pane. So I've gone to the animations tab here, and I'm showing the animation pane here, and you can see it down the far right hand side. It just gives you more control over your animations if you have that pane showing. And the third tip is what sort of special effects should be applied to the dot points. Now my suggestion is to use what I call passive effects. And passive effects are where the dot points are not flying in or spiraling in or whatever it might be, like some of these up here. So fly in and wheel and random bars, or grow and turn in particular. They're what we call active effects. So don't use those, in my opinion, because they can give your audience headaches and so on. The idea is to use passive effects like wipe, for example, and just clicking that previews the special effect there, wipe or fade, so it just fades in, rather than grow and turn. Grow and turn, you can see the dot point actually moving around. Now I use wipe a lot, so wipe from here, and that previews the effect, and I'm going to wipe from the left. So we go to effect options here from the left, and you can see like a wiping effect from the left hand side. Now as part of this third tip, what type of special effect, I can go over to the far right hand side now with the animation pane, click the drop down, go to effect options here, and another suggestion is to dim or color the dot points as they come in. So for example, if I click blue here, that means once the dot points come in, they will turn blue when the next one pops in. So the current dot point you're talking about will stay black, the previous ones will go blue, and you'll see that in a minute when I run the show. Click OK and you get a preview and it turns blue. We'll see that better when we do the slideshow itself. So if I now have a look at the slideshow, I'll just press F5, which you might know is to run the slideshow. There's my animating dot points. I'll just click to go to the next slide. The first slide shows me the dot point, there it is, and when the next one comes in, the previous one turns blue. Next one comes in and that previous one again turns blue. So the current dot point you're talking about is black, and that allows you to focus more on what you want to talk about. And that's it for this time round for our video tips. So we cover a lot more of this, as I keep saying, a lot more than this in our PowerPoint course. Look for that on the website, and bring along your questions if you'd like to attend. And Mark Mannering signing off, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again. Bye.